Run over my eye.
Oh, right now, True Royal, I had to laugh when I saw your avatar. Woo! I had to laugh at that one.
Oh, my boy, I'm on the warpath. Oh, boy, they unleashed a dragon. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brenda. Shalom, Brenda.
Shalom, Lisa. Hey, True Royal. Hey, KD. Hey, Fran.
Hey, what's up, Lisa? True Royal and Brenda. I'm back in the building. Thank you.
Hey, Lisa, I need a pimp hand. I don't have a pimp hand.
You don't have a pimp hand? I'm going to have to get you your pimp hand back.
Y'all know I'm going to act a fool. Y'all know I'm going to act a fool. I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. But I'm just expressing myself right now.
All right, you have a pimp hand.
No, thank you. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I watched.
Yeah, we all know who rolling the fake pimp hand, right, Lisa?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna have fun tonight.
Mm.
Yeah, True Royal. I watched your troll video again. I was cracking up.
I played that video last night for my husband. He fell out. He had never seen it. He said, "Damn." He said, "You went in." I said, "I was being sweet." He said, "No, I know you." He said, "You went in." Wait till I do the next one. In due time.
wow.
In due time.
That I saved that in my comedy folder. Yep, it's in there with my comedy videos.
Mhm. Shoot, they got so butthurt about it. They took down the links where you can go buy your troll toys and find your troll land and all of that. That old
They get butt sore real easy.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, they the real snowflakes for damn show.
well,
Oh yeah.
it's going. You think, boy, I'm gonna be mean next time.
Telling
You were just helping. You were doing a public service to the troll.
I hadn't did one in almost 3 years. Shit.
Yeah, you were doing a public service to the troll community because now they know where to go buy their little shit, and you know.
And I told them to take their ass on tour.
Yeah, and they now they, in case they didn't know their homeland, they can arrange to go home.
Well,
you know.
no. Finland, that's off the map now. They got to go to that trail, and hopefully they'll get lost.
But what's sad though is that the fucking enemy continues to troll their own damn system. That's what's sad to me.
Let them troll themselves.
Let them do it. You know, KD, you know what it does? The Most High is pulling the Band-Aid off so we can all see clearly about this system and the people that's running it.
Remember, we're in the age of exposure.
And that's exactly what we want. We want that. No more lies.
We want it real. We want it raw. We want to see what it's really about. I want to see the core of everything.
Yeah, that's behind the curtain. We want to see everything.
Oh yeah, and oh, they did come when I put my video up about how they're going to Kenya to get their homework done. And of course, I had some trolls come along. You're a racist. You're racist. Okay, so what is that supposed to do? Erase what y'all did?
You know what, Lisa? When I watched that video was juicy. Lisa was dragging their ass. I could hear it, inflections in your voice. It was so very sweet. I like that. I like videos like that.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I didn't like, homeboy need to be paying his folks right.
Yeah,
You know.
he's ripping them off.
He's
Yeah.
I'm
exploiting
like,
him.
come on, man, paying them $1. That's like a trip to the liquor store for me.
Yeah, he's stingy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, colonialism done got to him.
They didn't got exposed all the way. I remember when my daughter was in college. My daughter is also a journalist, and one of her professors accused her of plagiarizing. And what it was, they couldn't get past that. There's no way a Black person could write that well. And the dean dealt with that situation, and her gay teacher was very upset, very, very upset about it. She had to deal with another professor on some craziness when she was in college. I was like, damn. You know,
they came and one wrote, "You said Black several times. You're a racist." I just laughed. I said, "You know what? You can't debunk what I said."
No, you can't.
Why are you coming with that? You're a racist stuff. I know why you're doing it. I know why. Anytime you can't argue against something, then you come with that "you're a racist" nonsense.
Yeah, because you were speaking truth. It exposed their shit.
Hey, LVZ.
Oh, look at that. He always got the avatars.
What's going on, y'all?
Shalom, brother.
Hey,
What's up, VZ?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
hey.
I was sitting up here trying to bribe an Asian kid to take a test for me.
Oh, okay. Hey, did you get my cash app?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you.
You know I got your back.
It caught me off guard like I don't know what neither, because I was, look, let me tell y'all, I'm going to give y'all a little insight what I was doing yesterday. Yesterday, I had some clients. All these white folks did was drove around black people's house in Baltimore asking them what kind of fruit-flavored liquor they drank.
What?
Right. They got a marketing company sent these motherfuckers in from California and Illinois and had some people. I was like, what the fuck? I said,
Hold on. So you mean they gathered customers for the liquor store? Is that what this shit is?
No, nigga, no, you ain't even listening. I said going to people's houses. I ain't say nothing about getting nobody. They was going to people's houses, y'all, and giving them liquor and asking them what flavored liquor they like. Do they like Mike's Hard, lemonade? It was the weirdest shit I ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that even legal?
That's what marketing, from what I hear, that's what they do. It's like a survey, and they actually pay these people.
I thought that you go, because there's a place not too far from me where you can go. You go to the facility and they have you to taste different things, and then they pay you from there. I never know they actually go to you.
Nah, they came to these people's houses, and the reason I know because I took them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm the one that took them. I'm sitting there, I'm like, hold up, are you serious? I said, how do y'all even select these people? They was like, they actually volunteer, and they get $50 and free liquor.
What?
Wow.
Basically, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This shit was crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
I never heard of that before.
Yeah, that was the weirdest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? I was so when I looked at my phone to get directions, I said, "Oh, Lisa sent me cash out. Thanks, sis." I said, "Man, because I damn sure I almost needed a drink after that shit." I said, "What the fuck?"
Damn, it was so shocking that I sent it to you.
Right? Then the crackers gonna ask me. I said, "I don't drink." I said, "So y'all just want to ply everybody with liquor?" But this was the best part, y'all. Why they go to a white opioid dude house, and dude just spilled his guts about how much opioids he used to do and all that. I said, "Look, I'm about to leave. I can't."
Oh, you should have copied. You should have recorded that shit.
I can't. Yeah, ain't no. Look, I ain't trying to go to jail.
Okay.
They needed a release. Look, the damn white boys that was recording them needed a release form. I ain't trying to get myself hemmed up.
Wow. Yeah, I never heard.
Where's the crazy ass form of promotion? I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, look, yeah, they come to your house.
Wow.
And look, the first one was funny as shit. He went to a house full of motherfucking Malik Yobas.
What?
Yep. First house I dropped them off at, I looked, I said, all right, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gone. I left them, and I seen the most moistest black man I ever seen. I said, man, they were having fun in that house. I said, all of them gonna come out smelling like butthole.
Oh,
damn.
You know what? I used to live in San Francisco. I used to live near a UC hospital. It's in the Haight-Ashbury, where they do a lot of all kind of testing and all that kind of stuff. And you can actually go up there to the facility, and they you can like say they want to study people with sleep issues and all this stuff. And well, they would put flyers out everywhere. And one day I see a flyer. I was going through Golden Gate Park, and they needed 100 couples to have sex for 3 days up at the hospital because they wanted to monitor them on something. I forget what it was. They wanted them to take something or something like that, and they was gonna pay them $1,000. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, they had all kind of stuff up there. You know what hospital I'm talking about, Brenda?
Yeah.
Up there on the hill. Up there on the hill.
SF.
Yeah. No, it wasn't General. It was UCSF. Well, they changed the name of it.
Oh, okay.
They changed the name of it. That's where they would do a lot of testing and all through the hate. Because normally they would put it in the community paper.
The last several years. Yeah.
And they actually had flyers out, and they had to turn people away.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Who wouldn't do that for $1,000? I'm like, baby, come on.
No, they in there watching your ass. They in there watching you. Sticking
oh my God.
I've seen some stuff where they
look at it. Nah, white folks think they slick. They just try to steal our style. Wow, look at it. Sorry, let me stop. But look, the thing I took away from yesterday the most, because I like to just pay attention to what motherfuckers talking about. The thing I took about the most black people, a lot of, is if we didn't know that these motherfucking liquors and drinks are targeted for certain demographics of people. So it wasn't a coincidence that they was doing the fruity drinks and gay people. No bullshit. They was asking people how they like fruity alcoholic drinks. And like I said, the first house was full of fruity motherfuckers. So I'm just telling you.
Oh, they trying to be slick about this shit. Yeah, I see what they're really doing.
Trolls coming in. Let them trolls stay over here. Come on over
and
here.
The motherfuckers didn't know. Look, I had to school them, KD. They was talking about 211. And they was talking like, yeah, it'll get you tore up. But I was like, yeah, but everybody know that was some racist shit targeted towards black people. And they were like, really? I said, 211? They said, what? We never understood. What does it mean? I said, that's the police code for armed robbery.
Wow.
And they didn't know that. I said, come on, you ain't know that? They said, no, we didn't know. We didn't know. And they really weren't playing dumb. They was really trying to figure out what 211 was about.
Mm-hmm.
So just to let y'all know, that alcohol shit is targeted towards certain groups and demographics. Mostly us, but yeah, I just saw yesterday that they actually do surveys based on race, all of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised by that either.
No,
I mean, I'm not surprised by that. They do that shit all the time around my way.
Right.
Wow.
not surprising at all.
All right, y'all, we're going to start off. I'm going to show my video again, and then we're going to get into a conversation about this latest cheating scandal. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen.
I see trolls is coming in. Where's our money?
Oh, good. They're here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Hey, trolls, if you coming in, it's a little cash joint. You see that cash sign? You got to put 100 on that bitch before you come in here trolling.
Yeah,
you put 100 on that, we won't even stop your comment.
Yeah.
All right. Get to my video. To make sure. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep. Yes, we can.
Okay. You know, for the last several years, these folks have been overdosing on telling us about their lie IQ. You know, they want to even come and troll you with their lie IQ. We got a lie IQ. You got low IQ. You got low IQ, right? They've been saying this forever. And we know this crap. First of all, For you to even think we believe you, that in itself is laughable. We don't even believe you. You keep coming and telling us this stuff. We don't believe you. The only reason why y'all run around screaming about a high IQ is because you don't have to prove nothing. You don't have to show that you have a high IQ. It's not like we're walking around with a IQ card in our wallet to show people. So it's easy to say it because you don't have to prove nothing. But we look at your actions, we look at your mannerisms, we look at the way you carry yourself and the way you talk. We know damn well you don't have no high IQ. We know you don't have one. Okay? And then when you come and troll us, you can't spell. You can't spell. and you proceed to tell us you got a low IQ. So we already know these things about you. So, ladies and gentlemen, when the college cheating scandal hit the media, I told y'all these folks cheat through life. Everything they do, they cheat. Okay? They cheat their way through college. I told you, even the ones with no money are cheating their way through school. They are. I've seen them do this stuff. I've seen Asians do it. I've seen them do it. I've seen East Indians do it. I've seen them all do it. I've seen them all do it. Whites, Asians, East Indians, Arabs, they lie and cheat their way through school. It's not just the college admission scandal. It's homework, it's term papers, it's the whole 9 yards. They're cheating in everything. And when they get out of school, they cheat and lie on resumes in order to get the positions that they have. Damn near all of them are lying in order to get those jobs they have. Or they're lying about their experience in order to get a bigger salary and don't have any experience at all. I've seen it all. Okay. Even when I was working as an IT manager, I would have them give me resumes and they would claim they went to Harvard and Yale, and they would have so many misspellings on the resume. It wasn't even funny. They couldn't even write sentences or spell. And in fact, the ones that went to Ivy League schools, they had the worst resumes. And I'm not kidding you. And I'm sure there's more people that can tell you exactly what I'm telling you. I saw these things with my own 2 eyes. So am I surprised more cheating is coming out about these folks? Hell no. Hell no. But they spend their entire existence running around telling somebody they got a high IQ and yours is low. But the very same people they are insulting are the ones they're running to get their college work done. So this just made not only the Atlanta Black Star, but other news outlets are putting this story out, ladies and gentlemen. But it just confirms what I have told you before. So where are these American and British college students getting their work from? Because we know they don't do no work. Where are they getting their work done from? They are getting it done from Kenya's Black, highly educated experts are being paid pennies to write essays for cheating British and American students. So this story broke. Am I surprised? No, because even the ones that don't have a lot of money are finding a way to cheat through school. A British daily newspaper investigation has uncovered a cheating scandal reportedly capitalizing off of Kenya's academics and paying them as little as $1 an hour to churn out essays for British and American students. They always know how to cheat, ladies and gentlemen, always. Systems rigged up in their favor, and they still have to cheat in it. That says it all. Slaving away in essay factories in Nairobi, the highly educated experts earn as little as $1 an hour, while their millionaire bosses cream off the profits. And cheating, Western teenagers take the credit, the Daily Mail said in its August 23rd report. So here you go. If you think these essays aren't coming from Black people, here's the actual photos of those Black, highly intelligent Kenya students that are writing essays for the millionaire kids here in America that can't do anything but be dumb. So this came out on Twitter, and you're going to see this right here. Inside the African essay factories producing essays for cheating UK and US students, Daily Mail for the first time. Mail Online gains access to the secretive firms that have been described as a cancer, that is. And here you go. Going to Black people to get their college work done. La IQ, la IQ, la IQ, la IQ. The newspaper called the enterprise a 100 million pound industry that British politicians, speaking of the effects of cheating on UK schools, says is a cancer that is undermining our universities brick by brick. Going to Black intelligence to get their college work done, y'all. Never ever forget this. La IQ. In one case, at the headquarters of Mambo Microsystem, the 36-year-old founder, James Watutu Karui, pulled up each day in a different luxury car, the Daily Mail reported. And yes, the owner of it is a Black man. And he really should be paying his highly intelligent Black people in Nairobi a lot more money. So he shouldn't be cheating his people. Okay. Like most people, I started my essay writing business while I was at university. Okay, so this is what he told the newspaper. He has a penthouse office. Over time, he said, he expanded his business into other markets and hired 15 administrative staff members and 80 freelance writers. I remember clearly when I made my first million. He's making millions of dollars, and these students from the UK and US are paying to get their work done by Africans. So he's saying that the Daily Mail reported that at least 115,000 British students buy essays each year. Everything to do with cheating is more widespread than we know. No, I always say it's widespread. Even these people that don't have that much money, not as money as these wealthy people that are cheating to get their kids in school, they are finding ways to cheat too. Okay, they're finding ways to cheat through school too. Okay, so computer scientist and expert in contract cheating, Dr. Thomas Lancaster told the newspaper, "From my research, Kenya rules the world in this type of work." So Kenyans, those Black people over in Kenya, they are actually some of the smartest people on earth. While these folks run around talking about low IQs, and they are not showing that they're smart in anything. But according to them, they created science, they invented everything, they did this, they did that, but you're running to Black people to get it all done. Just like all of these inventions were done, a lot of it was done during slavery. Well, I owned the slave, so I put my name on the invention. No, you didn't do the work. Your name should never have been on the invention, period. Just like in this case, these Kenyans are doing the work, but you're slapping your name all over everything. You see, ladies and gentlemen, some things never, ever, ever change. They never change. Okay. Prohibited from interviewing current employees, the Daily Mail tracked down one of Karuri, former colleagues, a Kenyan student starting this work might get 50 cents per page from a school essay, when the original fee might be $50. The source, who asked to remain anonymous, told the paper, pay does go up as the writer gains more experience, but not before spending years working 12-hour shifts for minimal pay, the former employee says. So they are working their fingers to the bones, writing original essays for dumb UK and dumb US students. They're working 12-hour shifts a day to churn out this work for dumb students in the UK and the US. So again, these are more people taking spots in college that don't deserve to be there. If somebody else got to do your work, you don't deserve to be there. After a few years for technical writing at PhD level, an experienced writer can earn $2,000 per job, still a small amount of the total, but very good money for Kenya. Yeah, I agree with that. So here is their headquarters in Nairobi, right here, this building. And this is where they work, churning out these essays and doing work for college students that are really dumb and should not be in college at all. You know, they should go to a trade school if they're not smart enough for college. At that level, look, they can write, these people in Kenya can write at a PhD level. And I bet you these folks running around telling you they got a lot IQ, they probably write at barely at an elementary school level. And that's the truth. At that level, writers subcontract the work, paying peanuts and keeping the lion's share. But on average, most writers just earn about $1 an hour. That wouldn't work for Alex Camus, a 33-year-old IBM expert with 2 degrees in computer science and 2 children to support. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the people in Kenya are smarter than the low IQ people here in the US. He told the Daily Mail he has been writing essays from his Nairobi home for 2 years and has paid tens of thousands of dollars to buy access to better paid commission. Y'all, the low IQ people are going to Black people to get their college work done. And they said these are the rich kids in college, y'all. See, and these ain't all rich kids. You can best believe the ones that don't have that much money, they're doing the same stuff. They're doing the same thing. In fact, I got to tell y'all a story. I'll tell you this at the end of this article. I got a really juicy story to tell y'all, and it's quite funny. Okay, so if you want to make big money, you need to pass academic tests and work very well for many years to improve your ranking, he said. It is all done online, like a computer game. When your rank goes up, better commission are unlocked. The quick way to buy a high-ranking account from a broker, but that is very expensive. Kamau told the Daily Mail he and 6 friends used their life savings to buy a top account for $2,000 that allowed them to pick more profitable essay jobs, such as master dissertations and PhD thesis. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Black people, we don't spend our money like this. We just sit down with the books and we study. So, you know, we're really getting into college when they claim it's affirmative action. It's not affirmative action at all. We're really getting in there on our own merit. And then when we're in there, we're really doing our own work. We don't have all this kind of money to be paying people to do work for us. No, it ain't affirmative action. You're getting in there on your own merit. These folks have not proved that they're doing it on their own merit. They're cheating every step of the way. We hope now to break even about 5 years, Kamau told the Daily Mail. It's a long road, but there is no other way to make money in Kenya. Yeah, because they keep them at a disadvantage for now, what you see, obvious reasons. Because, see, if these folks were not kept in an oppressive state, they would have sailed past these folks that run around talking about they got a low IQ. You would have said, that's why you got to fight so hard to keep us down here in the US. Now you know why, ladies and gentlemen, because these mofos grow up, they don't know nothing. Their families don't require them to know anything. And they run all up in here talking about high IQs and they haven't earned a thing in their lives. Okay? Still ain't doing your own work. You see the pattern, y'all? During chattel slavery, they did not do their own work. Here we are, 2019, and these folks are still not doing their own work. Still running to someone Black to get it done. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family. All right, y'all. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Brenda, did you hear anything about this over in the UK?
No. No. No, but it doesn't surprise me one damn bit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on, look at Boris Johnson. Okay, he went to some of the finest schools over here. Okay, he went to Eton Academy, he went to Cambridge, Oxford, and all this bullshit. Do you think that asshole ever did any of his own work? No, he didn't. As a matter of fact,
he needed to go to jail.
Huh?
He needed to go to jail, Brenda, because that cracker couldn't even say the Miranda rights.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's already, the Scottish people are already they're already ready to hook him up. But his very first job that this asshole got with a newspaper, because he had the silver spoon in his mouth, they fired him for plagiarism. Okay? The very first job that thing got, he got fired for plagiarism. So it don't surprise me one damn bit.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Did he copy it right?
He wrote this book about Winston Churchill, and they said, well, you know, some of the shit you put in this book is not right. Oh yeah. Doesn't surprise me at all.
Hey, but Brenda.
Yes.
Brenda, they ain't tell you how. Brenda, they never told you though the whole story about how they caught him, right? How they knew he plagiarized. You know what he did? The motherfucker was so dumb he wrote the other kid's name on his paper too. That's how they caught this stupid motherfucker.
I mean, that's
Your
how
name is.
that's how dumb they are. Yeah.
I want to go a whole nother place with what I just heard Lisa read on that video. Kenyans, you coon ass niggas, you.
Yeah.
First of all, you run around with Sky Daddy coming out there and y'all cutting a jig doing the Sky Daddy shuffle. and then now y'all out here doing white folk homework for $1 and you coon ass nigga who exploited your own people.
Yeah.
I know what I was doing. I was help right. I did get more degrees. No, I will not help. I will not help those Negroes. I won't help them. Now look, Kenyans already win all the motherfucking marathons. So look, half the time they running and doing crackers homework.
You know what I was thinking?
So for 12 hours, huh?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was thinking, LVZ, shit, if I'm writing a paper on that level that Lisa's talking about, I can branch off and do my own shit.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Damn right. I was about to say, you know what's so fucked up? These people probably live in a village picking motherfucking fruit, and these motherfuckers is writing top-notch essays for Peckerwoods.
Yeah, probably living
but they can write the essays, but they can't afford to go to the goddamn school.
Ain't that a bit?
Yeah.
They know all the work and can't get a scholarship.
That's right.
You know what, LVZ? I was thinking something else. When my father went to synagogue, and something that he said to me that blew my mind. He said you would see, you know, he mingled in public areas where a lot of Africans were, and he said the common denominator. He said you would see somebody, it would be obvious that they were poor, didn't have much, highly educated. He said he met so many of them highly educated, and they had the education, but they couldn't use it worth a damn.
Yeah, well, shit, a lot of. I mean, I'm not really shocked when you think of some of the athletes from like Dikembe Mutombo speaks 8 languages.
Yeah.
You can't.
Many of them do.
Yeah, you can't be stupid and speak 8 languages and
right.
set I mean, many of that.
Wait a minute. Melania speaks 5.
Well, hold up. What we talk? No, look, I'm not talking about whole trick. No, we authentic languages. You talking about this speak? Whole babble don't count as a language. Okay, you speak whole babble, LVZ. I know that. We talk about legitimate languages, Brenda. Brenda always want to be technical. Will she speak whole pig Latin, cave devil? She said, Brenda says she speak whole pig Latin and cave devil.
Well, somebody in my comment section had me rolling. They said, yeah, over here they speak cave bonics.
That's what they speak.
We love you long time. Long time.
Right. Crackers over this joint is just faking. They don't do no goddamn work.
No.
God damn. You get to work and don't do no work, and then you had a nigga get you all the way through school.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible.
And you know what, Lisa? This proves to me 2 things. That we are once again the salt of the earth. And number 2, the college bubble is a lot worse than I thought it was. For them to even cheat to go across the country to go to Negroes in order for them to even validate their position in school, it says a lot. It says a lot to me.
Josie, I love this shit. I love this. They already been exposed. Now they're getting exposed even more, and then more will get more and more exposed. I'm telling you, you're gonna be seeing Esau in the streets of America having meltdowns.
That's why when they troll, all they can do is come here talking about some gorilla and monkey, because you know you can't refute anything that was said.
And then when it comes to think about it, you know, if it wasn't for these Negroes, aka Kenyans, a lot of these colleges would be empty.
Yeah.
No bullshit. And no, this is my problem, KD. Kenyans out here helping Peckerwoods get all through school. Not one Kenyan is tutoring a nigga from the hood, though.
That is sad.
Tutoring a nigga from Chicago, Kenya.
That is sad, though, man.
They go online and they pay to get their assignments done.
Look, listen.
Go to them. These white students are going to the Kenyan.
Right. And black people don't even look. We didn't need many black people been around a Kenyan. They ain't even know you could do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how they get the Kenyans to do the work for them, though, Lisa. Mm-hmm. They show them a picture of white. Do this for my people.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't you want a white doctor who never knew how to do his homework? Mm-hmm. That's what you want.
LVZ, you know what? You know, I read a lot of these Indian doctors are not really doctors. What they do is they buy their credentials in India, and many of them will come over here and get hired as doctors, and they don't even check their backgrounds.
Oh, there's a lot of them fake ass Indian doctors over here in Hamtramck. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of them.
They said if you got enough money in India, they will sell you doctor credentials. They will sell it to you.
Well, not just in India. They've been doing that in America. Come on.
I'm telling
you. They don't have no medical background, but they buy the credentials. They come here and they get hired in America as doctors.
Motherfuckers don't even know how to admit. They can't.
No, you go ahead, man. Now, what I was saying is, I'm telling the dead ass truth. When I used to live over there on the east side, Hamtramck, there's a bunch of them fake ass Indian doctors, a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker with them Cracker Jack degrees. These motherfuckers got degrees out the Cracker Jack. Hello, I am going to pay for this. I am Dr. Haji.
Yeah, if you over here in the D, especially the Hamtramck Dearborn area, it's a bunch of them motherfuckers over there.
Yeah, yeah. And they said they've been getting away with that shit for years.
I don't know what to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A bunch of dumbass malpractice, Dinesh D'Souza. Hello, no, I am your doctor. You have the flu. Motherfucker, my stomach hurt. No, trust me, you have the flu. Nah, Haji. Fuck you, Haji. Fuck Haji. I'm about to go drink a ginger ale.
Oh no, I didn't see that, Sandra sees. That sounds disgusting.
Oh Lord, don't repeat it. Oh
Oh,
Oh my God! Oh
no.
no!
I'm gonna have to go
Oh no!
but y'all, that's what I heard, and I'm not surprised because half of them doctors that come from India, you can't even half understand their asses when you go see them anyway.
And you know what? They smell. Ooh,
Yeah, they smell bad.
smell. I mean, what happened to some deodorant? You know, a little soap and water.
Never catch a flight on Air India, okay?
Right.
You gotta
That's like cooking powder in the Lakers locker room.
I got a better one. I got a better one. Never go to their damn doctors, cause you go in that motherfucker, it's straight Indian for real.
armpits.
I know this much. All I'm saying is you can't be my motherfucking doctor, and I don't even understand your handwriting. How the fuck you pass that paper and you can't even write? You ever seen a signature on one of those pictures? Like, what type of shit is this? This look like my son wrote this. They not even gonna give me nothing. Don't worry, tell him it's Dr.
Like you got this motherfucking Miss Punjabi or some shit.
Look, I'm just saying, like I say, like Lisa just said, all these motherfuckers is cheating. They stealing shit from Africans and all of them. At the same time, all of them have a high level of anti-black hate, but won't hesitate to go to black people and steal whatever they can.
Yes. Yep. You know, and like I said, they had to come to the black man for chattel slavery, and you still see they still going to the black man to get their schoolwork done.
They've always, you know, we've done everything for these people. I mean, they couldn't even feed their babies. You know, we were wet nurses for their damn babies. I mean, damn, just disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you sick to think about it.
Day of reckoning is here.
Yeah,
it is time for them to cash in their chips.
That's right. Cut the damn check. That's the only thing I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all, you know, I knew there was going to be some more cheating coming out. I knew it.
I know you.
Right. And there's some punk ass the next one
gonna come out. I did say that.
I know I looked at that shit the other day. That bitch gonna get in front of the judge crying, talk about she ain't want her daughter to be held back in life because she was bad at math. Bitch, everybody else is. Everybody else is bad. Look, that white bitch. Did y'all see that?
Wait a minute. Let me say a little something about that, LVZ. Okay. You talking about Felicity Huffman?
Right. That's what she said in court. She had the nerve to say that.
Wait just a minute. Felicity, you see who she laid down with to have a child with?
Yeah.
That dude looked like a straight cave beast. Versus in your selection process.
Well, I'm sorry, True.
She breaks the mirror every time she looks in there.
I'm about to say, you act like she can get the pick of the litter. No.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that. I know she messed up too, but look how he look.
Yeah, he look comparable to her. As far as I'm concerned, they look like a matching couple. I like to see two goats together.
Queen.
Two goats. I don't want to see a goat with a lion. I want to see a goat with a goat.
Come on, Queen. You know what you say about two ugly people, making babies. Come on.
Yeah, I always say it on Lisa's channel.
Yeah, I'm about to say it don't matter what. Look. My biggest thing, William H. Macy or whoever, all of them was gonna be a cave devil looking Peckerwood to me. I'm just saying, at the end of the day,
first shit. That's how I feel. Don't even put them
at the end of the day, they be crying about your daughter stupid in math, and then you talk about that shouldn't hold her back. Bitch, she can't be not knowing how to count working at the bank, bitch. Fucking niggas check.
Yeah.
Got this bitch working at the Safeway. Fucking niggas change up, bitch. You both I gave you 20. It was only $7. This bitch gave you back $3. Bitch, that's 13. Bitch, where you learn how to act?
I want to know where the fuck her store at so I can get some more money off of her dumb ass.
You know what's the funny part to me is when they discover their children is dumb and it all hit them. I like to be the fly on the wall when they at night, babe. Our children are a little bit slow. I don't know what we're gonna do for Johnny boy because what are you doing? You letting your child just run around amok and just do whatever the hell all the time, and then when you get to that point, because they want to have bragging rights. Oh, my child goes to this school and that school. Wow, you ain't tried to do nothing.
And you know what? In regards to this article and everything, I think it really debunks all that bullshit that Nestor Shoes have been talking about. Oh, we didn't build shit. This proves that we built every damn thing.
Yeah, well, look at how long they've been keeping up this high IQ garbage. They've been saying that forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look who created the test.
Right.
Okay, now think about it. If I was going to create a test, I would not create a test that I'm not going to get the highest score on. Okay. Right. So the whole thing is a farce.
They can't even pass the shit that they put up. You know what? Turin did a video at the police academy. They was cheating. And they didn't know how to cheat right or something like that, or something happened. It was real crazy.
Yeah, they cheated. Yeah. The shit was an open book test. I remember that.
That's right.
And they couldn't pass an open book test.
I know. Bunch of retarded motherfuckers. Can't
open book test and you still can't pass the fucking test. Yes. The object of an open book test is you supposed to study first. Then you supposed to do some highlights and make some footnotes. Then when you take the open book test, you kind of know where to go.
Well, nothing. Don't teach them nothing, True.
They don't even do that. They don't study. They don't study. That's why they need someone from Kenya to do their work. They don't study.
What? These motherfuckers say open book test?
Hey, y'all, they said open book test. They said, am I allowed to bring my Kenyan? Mm-hmm. Bring my Kenyan so he can open the book for me? Lazy motherfucker.
Okay, you got it right.
They're looking for 2 + 2 on the book.
Well, they need somebody to open the book for them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they had the shit have it upside down. The day of 9/11, since we on 9/11, when Bush #2 was at the classroom with an upside down how you read an upside down book?
My pet goat.
Yeah.
Talking about a goat.
Everybody remembered that shit.
I'll never forget that. I said the book upside down. Wait a minute.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He was reading that book about Condoleezza Rice in front of all them kids. A pet goat.
She definitely is one, DG.
Yeah, that's his pet goat.
Yeah. 18 years been passed on that. That was nothing more than an implosion. I know what explosion look like.
Mhm. Yep. And, and believe me, everybody had to know they were buying that shit from Kenya, because where did they get the money to pay those people? From their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
Whip out them debit cards and get busy.
Mm-hmm.
Moms and dad, they just give their kids the card. Just go away.
Man, this college scene is more fucked up than I thought. I mean, all this fucking cheating they doing, these fucking colleges should be empty by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. They should
But
be.
you know what? They
Right.
gotta cheat, because if you stop them from cheating, it's going to be far less white people up in these colleges. It will hardly be none of them in there.
It'll change the whole system. It's bad up here. A lot of people up here, wealthy white folks up here in California, they suing left and right. But you know what? I want to thank the Asian community for being very racist to the core, and they felt like the Black community was getting too much help with affirmative action. So when the FBI did the investigation, some kind of way they found out about the cheating scandal. So I thank the Asian community. You did an excellent.
And
They
they're
found out about the cheating scandal because that's when they found out the niggas don't get affirmative action.
yeah.
That's what this nigga used affirmative. Oh, he didn't. Oh, this nigga used affirmative. Oh, no, he didn't either. This nigga used affirmative. God damn it, we can't find a nigga that used it. Oh, Clarence, that's the nigga that used it.
They want to accuse that Black girl of cheating. Her parents could prove that they had got a tutor. They had her to study. They spent money. They watched that girl take that test. And they said she cheated. You know they watched her.
Yeah. And then
Damn right.
this is the one that ended up getting a higher score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but they know all of that is going on around here. They got me fucked up.
Yeah, I wonder if her parents sued these people. I would sue the shit out of them.
I thought they did sue the fuck out of them. They better had, because for real, first of all, I'd have punched whoever said that shit about my daughter in the face, and they'd have had to get me out of jail. Because goddamn it, hold up. So you telling me that all this money and all this time, my daughter ain't smart enough to improve? Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
And then
their kids are paying somebody an ocean away over there in Kenya to do their work.
Right.
But sometimes you got to do that. What you're seeing, I scared the shit out of my youngest daughter's teacher when she was in the 5th grade. She implied that I didn't buy books for my children. I went up there to the school early in the morning in my construction clothes, looking real thugged out, scared the shit out of that woman. That felt so good. That was a juicy day. That was a real juicy day. Stuff. You know, they'll say little sly with work to our children. And my daughter said, "Mommy, you woman couldn't even teach that day."
I mean, but this is how some of them do. They get them fake ass degrees and then get a big ass bank loan, start a company, and then tell all fucking Negroes they gotta have a high ass degree.
Yeah, but they tell us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps while they're behind the scenes cheating through school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, KD, why they tell us that we need to have a degree, KD? Let me tell you why they tell us that.
Go ahead.
Someone that's gonna be doing the work, so it'll help if somebody really knows what they're doing. Notice that. That's how every company in America is run. It's a Black person somewhere, whether they a coon or a straight up person that's just good at their work. They do all the fucking work while the white people get credit for it. That's just, that's what happens.
You know why the Asians said they have the right to cheat? You know what they said? They said that they study real hard, so they have that right. They have that privilege.
So if you study real hard,
That's not how that works. That's supposed to give you the right to pass the test. If you study hard, how come you can't remember hard, you dumb?
That's what I'm saying.
Motherfucker. All that rice you eating, that's what it is.
Yeah.
When you look, y'all, when you eat it, for whoever trying to figure out what you mean rice, all that short food gives you a short-term memory.
Yeah, a lot of them Chinese people now ending up with diabetes, eating all that damn rice because starch turns to sugar. They just full of rice.
Yeah, them and those Latinos, they eat a lot of rice too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And all them niggas stole rice from black people. Everybody think all the rice come from Asia. They got that shit from us. We got all the rice.
You can even go back in chattel slavery and see that our forefathers were planting all that rice and harvesting pictures of it.
Oh yeah. I remember True Royal doing a story on all that fake rice they've been producing over there in China.
Oh yeah, they make it plastic rice. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That is really fucked up.
Ain't that something? Yeah.
I was reading, Lisa, that when they said when they had the gold rush and all these Europeans was running over here for the gold rush, they said them fools didn't even take the time to plant any crops, set up any house, set up their dwelling first before you start mining, and then they realize, oh, we don't have no food. So then what they do the classic thing. They get the natives off the land, threaten to kill them to plant the crops for them and tend to the crops. These some motherfuckers.
Who do that? The Asians?
No. I'm talking about when they had the gold rush. I was research. They came here and you supposed to set up your housekeeping first, get all that right, make sure you got some food growing and stuff. No, they went straight mining and didn't take the time to make sure they had adequate food, clean water, wash your ass, and all those things you're supposed to do.
Right. Black folks, can I ask y'all a question? This is a serious question. Why do we eat Chinese food? Why would we buy food from people who eat rats? I'm sorry.
No, that's a good question. I agree with that.
Yeah, I want to know why do we even do? Why? Look, what would make you want to have cuisine from people who eat cats and dogs? Yeah. I'm just saying. Look, if it ain't one of them hibachi joints where they cooking shit right in front of me and I can readily identify it, I'm not eating. Look, why are you eating from people who have a motherfucker stigma that they don't throw shit away?
Yeah.
Why are you eating from people the way that they prepare their cabbages? They put it in the ground and let it rot.
Yeah. And they eat live octopus.
Right. And squid and shit like that.
I seen them at the store, Lisa, one time. And I know Brenda probably have seen it being up in the Bay Area. They'll buy it'll be just straight blood, and it's in a square, a gelatin.
Yeah,
blood. They'll buy that.
Wait a minute. No, they eat that. In Scotland, they eat blood pudding.
Yeah,
blood pudding.
Blood pudding.
What else do they eat? Do y'all know what bird's nest soup is?
Well, yeah, we know what that is. Yeah. It's the bird shit in the nest and they make it into a soup. Yeah, I know.
It's very expensive.
Yep.
And somebody just
don't tell me where that fake ass clam chowder came from. Please don't tell me that.
People just said something in the chat room that I was just saying. Another thing, yes, one of my brothers said that shit be greasy as fuck. Right, they don't cook with that much grease when they eat. And then when somebody just said white people told us that Chinese food was good for us, you absolutely right. White people always push it. Oh, Chinese people live to be 1,000, but black people do too.
Yeah, we sure do.
And look, some of our people live to be 100 something. They ate chitlins, pig feet, and hog maws.
My grandmother, my grandmother on my mother's side lived to be 101.
Yeah, I had a great grandfather that lived to be 106, and then my great grandmother lived to be 98, and then my great grandmother lived to be exactly 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, some Negroes live to be 100, smoking blunts and cigs too.
Damn right. Yeah. Shit.
My grandmother ate all it. She ate pig feet, chitlins, collard greens, all that stuff. She lived to be 101.
Right. So what I'm saying is, man, they give you this myth of, oh yeah, you got to eat that Chinese food. Look, Chinese food is better. They don't even eat the shit they cook for you.
No, they don't.
Well, now they putting all that fake rice, plastic rice and shit.
Yeah.
You don't know what you get from them now.
If you want to, you can cook that shit at home.
You
Why
should
Yeah,
not?
you can.
it's better at home too.
Better job. Way better job. Cause I stir fry like a motherfucker up in the house. And that shit is not as greasy. It don't smell. And you notice if you cook Chinese or what's supposed to be Asian food in the house, notice your house don't smell like garbage.
No.
It sure don't. And that stuff don't take no time to cook. Like
Nope.
little oil. We got 2 woks. Your vegetables is crunchy, not soggy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that stuff
You don't have to use that much oil.
very
Nope.
very little. You get that wok hot. That's all.
Yep.
Handle it.
Shit, I be making nigga Chinese food. I ain't even got a wok. I got a skillet like a motherfucker. I'm a stir fry like a motherfucker. Yo, the iron skillet.
Yeah, LVZ, that's what I use too. I use a skillet. So anyway.
True Roll and Uncle Santana, they got that bread, so they got woks and all types of things. I just got that Chinese. I got that niggery skillet out that motherfucker.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Got the skillet. Get the skillet nice and hot. Yep.
Yeah, that's what my this tastes better than the fucking restaurant, honestly.
Always do. It doesn't have a heavy taste to it, Sure, everything is washed. Them people don't wash that shit.
Hey, no, they don't, and that shit be smelling like cold garbage. God damn, that's my trash, or did I just buy food?
Yeah, but I'm really scared of them now because they have fake rice up in there.
You know what? I was working on the another part of a bridge once, freeway, and they would come out with, we call it the roach truck, and they had one where they could cook and stuff. So one day we went to lunch, and I was sitting next to this guy, and he looked at his sandwich. Now this Chinese people selling it, and I seen this with my own eyes. He had one piece of bread, the next layer was a piece of lettuce, the next layer was a piece of bread, and the next layer was a thin piece of cheese and a thin piece of meat. It got ugly at work. They ran them people off. You don't fuck around with no construction worker. They were using 3 pieces of bread. Then they use a very thin piece of the cheapest they can find. That ain't even no real cheese. That's just some chemical shit. And stuff.
Yeah, that wagon.
Look, when they put all that lettuce in there and make it look like it's real big, like you getting something, you wasn't getting nothing. The next day, that man showed up because he would come in the morning and he would come at lunch. He was driving that big old truck. They backed his ass up out. They said, "Don't come back here no more. Don't come back here no more playing that." They have another truck come and really feed the people. Who want to buy that shit off the truck? Who don't buy? Who don't bring their own lunch and stuff. I seen that with my own eyes. That was
pepper steak. I have literally never had Chinese pepper steak. My brother Antoine, his mom made pepper steak ever since I was a kid. I can honestly say I've never had Chinese pepper steak because it just don't smell like what the house used to smell like where my stepmother cooked.
And plus, that's easy to make,
Right.
But first of all, they're not even using steak. They're just using off cuts of beef.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're using beef. It's a different.
Yeah.
Chewing forever.
Yeah, my motherfucker. My stepmother, boy, my brothers and their mom. Colonel, I'll never forget when I moved out the house and moved down South Carolina when I was in the military. I said, "Man, I'm starving. Hold up, I know the first thing I want to cook." I called back home. "Colonel, how do I make pepper steak?" She told me how to make it. I said, that's it. I'm done. I'm good. Fuck that. I've never had Asian pepper steak.
It's easy to make. It's not hard to make.
But you know what, y'all? What kills me is they always want to complain about our black kids in school, but every time you turn around, you can find their butts getting caught up in some cheating thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, look, I mean, you know, come on, look at the government. Look at the president. Look at all the powers that be.
Yeah, Trump probably one of them people that got Kenyan.
Oh, you know, he cheated his way through everything.
He cheated his way through
everything.
Yeah.
Shit.
I bet you somebody from Kenya did his work
all the way through.
When you got somebody in that mother.
No, back in those days, they didn't need nobody to write papers for him. Daddy would just slip him some money, and he didn't need to write no damn paper. Shit.
When you got somebody in that, when you got somebody in that motherfucker that make Bush 2 look like a genius, we got a problem.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think anybody could be dumber than Bush number 2.
Yep, well, we got him now.
Oh yeah, and when Trump tried to give a speech, he tried to sound so eloquent. He cannot give a speech worth a damn. It's like, here we go. This is a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort. Mm-hmm. He don't want nobody to see his grade.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing that it's amazing, and it is kind of funny that white folks have managed to put the dumbest motherfucker on the planet in charge of the richest nation on the planet. I mean,
yeah, we're getting ready to go in a recession.
Yeah, it's just ironic. It really is, and Lisa, you talk about high IQ. Yeah, why is the president of the United States the dumbest motherfucker on the planet? Okay, why?
He sure is. And you know what? I was reading the other nations on the earth. Like when they go to G7 and G20. They said many of them don't even want to deal with Trump at this point.
No, they don't.
They said you can't even talk to this man.
No, you didn't even show up to that meeting at the G7 and lied and said that he was meeting with 2 of the people who were actually at the meeting. I mean, come on, how stupid can you be?
Y'all keep it clean, though. Keep it clean. Just take it off of the thing that they quote unquote world leaders. Let's just do it as normal people. You hate talking to a stupid motherfucker just in regular life. Now imagine if you forced to talk to a stupid motherfucker about some shit. That shit'll piss you off. Mm-hmm. Think about if you forced to deal with a stupid motherfucker. You don't got no choice.
But you know what? You seeing something key, because I had yesterday. I was saying, okay, in this country, and it also gives you a deeper insight into Esau's world. They're habitual liars. Everybody know this motherfucker is lying, and they want us to sit there and just go along with it and stuff. And there is no consequences for his lying. Then he takes his sorry ass overseas and start lying on folks. Trump gonna pay for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna pay for that. He was lying on them people. The first people I can remember, and I know he lied on others too overseas. When they had the hearings with Cohen, and he was going crazy, and he stops the meeting, he lies on these people, and then here comes some old Vietnamese dude come out. I said, this ain't a good look. This ain't a good look. They don't go along with that type of stuff. But they want us to go along with stupidity. You literally watching this motherfucker burn the house down, and we just supposed to just sit there and just say, oh, everything's fine.
Yeah.
They insane.
Well, this come on now. This country was founded off I'm white and I say so. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's so easy to overlook. See, that's why people like to talk about, the Republicans won't call him out. Really, the Democrats don't call him out either. They only call out obvious shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And they say something quick. Oh, wait, because I don't want to forget this. I know we're going off a subject just a little bit, but I got to say this. Fuck the Democratic Party. Y'all motherfuckers ain't saying a word about them Bahamians at all. We ain't heard one damn word from you. But when the Mexicans was over there crying, trying to get over here and stuff, y'all taking extra trips and everything and worried about the babies and stuff. You see little black babies over here crying, sleeping outside on the grounds and stuff. And these Mexicans did not vote y'all asses in office, and y'all gonna take our money to go help them. But now you don't want to help the Bahamians. Fuck the Democratic Party. The crack of
That tells you.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I did that video.
That tells you who they really fucking want in this country. That tells it all right there.
Well, Queen, you put out that one, and you saw the governor down there in Florida. He don't want them black folks.
Oh no!
They're talking about this is you don't know how things work here and stuff like that. And they said the two governors that preceded him, they took American tax dollars and help. But then this motherfucker want to say, oh, we'll take donations down in Florida, and then they just send us some fucking water.
Yeah.
This country have only gave $4 million. That's like taking the penny out your pocket and cutting it 4 or 5 times and say, okay, here, you have a little piece of this penny. They a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the Democratic Party ain't shit.
Silent. They ain't heard nothing from their ass.
That's why I no longer believe in this party shit. It's always been about race.
Who's heading this study and this stuff? What's her name? Out of Texas?
Sheila Jackson.
Sheila.
Okay, she ain't ADOS. She ain't ADOS. Where's her sorry ass is? With that looking like a fucking relic with the same damn hairstyle. I ain't seen that shit for years. Where's her black ass?
Wait a minute, Terrell. Ain't her ass Jamaican?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she closer to a Bahamian than any of us. She should be speaking up.
She from
she closer to the Bahamas than me. Goddamn.
Yeah, she's from the islands. Yeah, she should be helping people.
Then the governor of Florida basically telling his people, well, if you already scheduled to go on vacation, go on down there, enjoy yourself. What? Really?
Yeah.
Better be real careful about donating.
Oh yeah. No, you stay away from those big organizations because those people from the Bahamas won't see a dime.
Yeah, they get treated like them. They'll get treated like Clinton treat them motherfuckers over there in Haiti. Well, little ass penniless.
They get treated like them Ricans.
Yeah, I'm telling you. See, anytime dark melanated people are involved, you notice Trump always got a problem doing something for them. Always. And then he says the same thing. Oh, well, we don't want the criminal element. We don't want the criminals. Oh, we heard you say that with the Mexicans. We remember you saying that with the Muslim ban. And now you're saying this with the people from the Bahamas. You got any kind of melanin in your skin, you're a criminal element.
That's right.
And this is the same person that said Africa's a your own country.
Hold up, the nigga ain't say they're criminal. When is the last time you heard of a Bahamian guy?
Yeah, right? I know, LBZ. I know.
A bunch of cool running niggas.
I know. Yeah. That's true. I never heard of no Bahamian gang. No.
What is the Bahamian? What is a bunch of niggas in swim shorts?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What is a Bahamian gang? What do these niggas do? A bunch of island buckbassing niggas.
Right. And what kind of gang can they be anyway? They done lost everything. All they got is the clothes on their back. What kind of gang is that?
What they gonna buy the guns with?
On Ann's channel, I think she did like the best coverage.
She did.
She did a really good coverage over there, and it really gave a deep insight on. And I think the World Food Bank or wherever they call that, they only spent like $11 million. That ain't no money.
No.
And they They something else.
It's just another scam job to tell the whole fucking world that they help Bahamas. That's bullshit.
Look, I don't even listen to none of
You
that.
know what? When they and my husband said something that made a lot of sense to me. When they told those people to get off that ferry because they didn't have proper documentation and all that stuff, he said, "Black folks, we've been taking too much abuse. Everybody should have stood their ground, even the people that had the proper documents. They just quietly got up and left. That's a sign of abuse.
Yeah.
Abuse."
So yeah, we need to start.
Where are you going to get documents and you just went through a Category 5 hurricane?
I'm about to say, your house just got washed down. Your house is floating in the middle of the fucking ocean. Where the fuck am I gonna find my birth certificate at?
Right.
Well, let me tell you something, family. I used to live in California. I lost my home where I was living in a fire. It was in a big fire in
that was 90
I think it was 92, something like that, in the Bay Area.
We had a very bad fire in the Oakland Hills. It was so bad.
And that's where I was living. I was living in the Oakland Hills. It burned everything to the ground. The only thing I got out of there was me and my husband. We only had the clothes on our back and our pets, and that was it. That was it.
So where are you supposed to get a visa and all passport?
When you go through something like that, you have nothing.
That's why I said, why couldn't you just make some exception? You know these people
well,
already.
Of course, it's so easy to make an exception. It's so easy to do that, you know. But I know what it's like to go through shit like that. I know what it's like to only have the clothes on my back.
Hey, but I disagree. They making an exception. The exception is for black people. They're gonna do everything for everybody except black people. That's the exception.
And then all of a sudden, all you see them interviewing is white folks.
Yes, that live in the Bahamas. You would think no black people were on the damn island.
Damn right. Let's ask Bob. Bob, how do you feel? Oh my God, my house burned down. Don't worry about those niggers out there. That'll be fine.
Yep. Yep, I know. I lived through it. I lived through it when you don't even have a toothbrush. You don't have a comb. You have nothing.
Yeah, that was a bad fire. That fire was so bad. The ashes was floating over to San Francisco in the Mission District. That's a pretty good distance.
You know what? Phil got a video on the British and U.S. students cheating. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see if I can play it here. I want to hear what he's got to say. All right, let's see. Let me share my screen.
We got a story coming out of Kenya where you have Kenyans that are highly educated. They're writing the college papers for the high IQ people out of Britain and America. Now, they talked about how they uncovered a cheating scandal capitalizing off of Kenyan academics and paying them as little as $1 an hour to turn out essays for British and American students. So they say they were slaving away in essay factories in Nairobi. It said the highly educated experts earn as little as $1 an hour while their millionaire bosses cream off the profits and cheating Western teenagers take the credit. So now this is the same people that tell us that we have such a low IQ that we don't know anything. They're paying supposedly the low IQ people to write their college papers. Now we knew about the cheating scandal here in America that came out, and this has been going on. These people get in positions by cheating. They don't work hard for anything. They cheated from the beginning. They stole, they pillaged, and have the advantage. And even in a position of advantage, they still don't want to work. They still don't want to earn anything. They don't want to earn their degrees because in the system of racism and white supremacy, you don't have to earn anything. Just because you exist in your skin, that should be enough for you. and you should always benefit off of black people. Now, they stated that they found out that it was worth the industry $123.5 million US, and that a lot of British politicians are speaking out about this right now, about the effect of cheating on the UK schools, saying it's a cancer that is undermining our universities brick by brick. Now, they say they have one case at the headquarters, Mambo Microsystems, owned by 36-year-old founder James Karuri. He said he pulled up every day in a luxury car. So he runs the particular business. He got Kenyans writing papers all day. They're not paid much or nothing, but he's taking advantage of other Kenyans, okay? Now, they say one quote says, like most people, I started my essay writing business while I was at the university. That's what the guy stated. He said over time, he expanded his business into other markets and hired 15 administrative staff members and 80 freelance writers. He said he remembered clearly why he made his first million. He said, I feel a great sense of achievement, like all my hard work is paying off. I like the brother making money. I have no problem with that. I just have a problem with the people not getting paid, but I also definitely have a third problem because you have people every day that say that black people aren't smart, have low IQ, whatever. But if you believe them, then trust me, you're not doing any kind of research. We have innovated the world. We innovated America. Just do the research. It doesn't take much. I shouldn't have to do YouTube videos to show you how we innovated the world. So you can start by Google, Bing, whatever you want to start, and look at the inventions that we have created worldwide, okay? We wouldn't have no lights on right now in here if a black man didn't create the filament for the light bulb. Understand that? Because they say, oh, well, blacks have created the light bulb. Yeah, but the light bulb wasn't working until the black man put the filament in it. That's what made it stay on. So, we'll continue that another conversation another time. Now, they stated that it was reported that 115,000 British students buy essays each year. A man by the name of Dr. Thomas Lancaster stated that from his research, Kenya rules the world in this type of work. So it was telling me that a lot of Kenyans are smart people. They're educated people. They're writing college essays for people to cheat on. So why is it that you take that best and brightest of Kenya and apply that best and brightest to the country? That's how you have to do it. If I was in the government, I want to know who are the kids or adults writing these papers, these college level papers, because I need them to help make Kenya great. So now they tracked down one of the former employees that worked in the essay factory. He stated that a Kenyan student starting this work may get 50 cents per page for a school essay when the original fee may be $50. So one issue I do have is that other brother cheating his own people. I'm glad he's making some money, but I don't like you cheating your own. Pay them what they worth. And I say pay goes up as the writers gain more experience or not before spending years working 12-hour shifts on minimum pay. And I say after a few years for writing technical at a PhD level, so you got Kenyans writing PhD level papers, maybe dissertations, etc. They say experienced writer can earn $2,000 per job, still a small amount of the total, but it's very good money for Kenya. Yeah, if you're earning $2,000 US, you are definitely doing good in Kenya. And I say at that level, writers subcontractor work paying peanuts and keeping the lion's share, but on average, most writers just earn about $1 an hour. So at the end of the day, they're cheating in these British schools, and they say American schools as well. And you have people who's doing the people wrong, but making all the money also in Kenya. We got to stop doing each other wrong. If you want to have them do a job for you, pay them. But at the end of the day, I just want to focus on why is it, and I'm saying it again, these people say they're so smart. These people say their IQs are so high. They know everything. They created everything. That's how they come about, but they can't even do a college paper on their own without reaching out to black people in Kenya. Every day they get exposed. It's just funny to me how the exposure is coming left and right. We do live in the age of knowledge, and they did talk in the Bible in the last days, knowledge would increase. And this knowledge is greatly increasing every single day. That everything they have told you is being exposed as an utter lie. The evil they have done, like we put in the live stream, that evil of putting AIDS in vaccines is all being exposed. I love it. I love it every day when the truth comes out. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story that's coming out of Kenya. And if you enjoy the program that we put on, the news and information, consider supporting us per month on Patreon. You can find whatever amount would be great for you, but we need more people to come in. We're trying to get at least 500 or more supporters before the end of the year. And we're going to talk to you a little bit more on Patreon about a few things that we're trying to do. But remember, as we stated before, we need to raise up the outside support because we need to bring in more people into the platform to help us do the news. Because I stated before, I can't do everything by myself. Things come up that I may need to do, but I feel you guys need the news and information. So we need to bring more great people into the platform that can fill in those spots. And we got to have people everywhere that's bringing in the news. So those funds will go directly toward bringing in new talent to the show. And we greatly appreciate the few people that did join us from Sunday. I appreciate that because as we get to our goals that we need to be, like I said, I just want to promote the greatest show for you ever. That's what we want to put for you. And I know I can't do it alone. I'm not silly enough and I don't even have the ego to act like everything goes through me. I believe a bunch of people could come in here and do great. But let us know what you think in the comments about this story that came out of Kenya because it's just funny how they can't do nothing without us.
Okay.
Hey, it's Amy, and I'm going to tell you how I've made millions of dollars over the last.
Sure can't.
I know how to make millions of dollars selling your cracker ass motherfucking essays.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, you know why they go to Kenya though? You know why they go to Kenya? Because there's black people smart enough to cheat off of here. But you know why they go to Kenya, right? Because brothers here, we want some motherfucking money. And we gonna snitch if we ain't getting paid, right? Even a coon, a coon gonna coon, but he wants some money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you know what? It just goes to show you many of them are walking around with degrees and they did not earn those degrees at all. They did not.
There are people out there, if you send them money, they will send you a degree.
Yeah.
So, you know,
mm-hmm.
and they put them plaques up on the wall in their office, you know.
I was talking about a motherfucker white Jewish sportscaster named Doug Gottlieb. I did a video ethering him. And I found out that when he was in college, he didn't want to work, so he stole black people's credit. He was stealing people's credit cards. But then I also found out this motherfucker came on TV and admitted to, I cheated on a lot of tests. And he was getting a basketball scholarship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You know, and see, that's the thing. Like he said, they can't do nothing without us. I love it.
Me too.
I mean, this cracker sat on national TV. Now, never mind that you got a broadcasting job that you probably got because of your degree. And then you just admit it on TV. Well, my degree is counterfeit because I cheated to get through school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let a black person do that. That nigga would have got fired on air.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we got caught doing that kind of cheating, they would be trying to bring up criminal charges.
Right. I hate Jason Whitlock, but guess what? That motherfucker probably didn't cheat his way through school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hate coon motherfucker Stephen A. Smith, but guess what? He had to work his way through college.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's the thing. We don't have no $500,000 and all that kind of money to be spending on cheap.
Yeah, and that part is just a right for the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Mm-hmm. You know, we don't have money like that. And if we did have $500,000, we ain't gonna spend it on nothing like that. Oh, I'm gonna help my kid cheat to get in college. No, we ain't gonna take no $500,000 and spend it on that.
Hell, look, niggas might spend their money. Black people might spend. Some black people will spend their money on dumb shit like grills, cars, and shit like that. But what we ain't gonna spend our shit on is so our dumb kid, our kid who did not work hard, we're not gonna buy your dumb ass an education. You know what black parents do? We tell you to get a job fitting your skill set. So if you weren't good in school, we go, don't worry about it. You don't need a degree to go be a plumber.
Wait, I'm gonna say something about that. Because y'all know I got a trade. Some people don't even know how to do that good. I'm telling y'all something I know.
No, some white people don't know how to do that shit. Black people who can't do.
Let me finish this. They just have to join the labor union because they don't require any, skills. You just need a broom and a shovel. But you got to know some mathematics, being a plumber, being an electrician, being a welder.
Let me go ahead and shut that down right now. Right. Yeah, you hold up. I'm going to shut you down right now. Know why? Because you right. But the only niggas that got to study is the black ones. Because the white boys was passing the answers to the test around when I was in the electrician union, when I was in the motherfucking welders union, and in the plumbing union. My father said, damn, all the black kids studying, taking tests, and the white kids was passing the book to each other. Black dude asked the white dude for the book. He said no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, nah, they don't know no fucking math. These motherfuckers know the answer to the test.
Some of them don't even know how to use a tape measure. You know what I'm talking about, LBZ.
Some of them don't know how to use a torpedo level, see?
Oh Lord. And then go ahead.
A magnetized torpedo level. They don't even know what the fuck it's for.
Mm-hmm. And then all you gotta do is just test them and say, you know what, go find me a can of air.
Right.
If they go look for it, it's a wrap.
You're like, you stupid motherfucker. What is it? You think I'm playing a video game? Fuck, I need a can of air for. Mm-hmm. Why are you going looking for?
Well, it's a bunch of them haven't they?
Yeah, because like I told you, True Roll. Yeah, you right. We do got. I ain't never saying you ain't got to take a test to get in them unions. But what I am saying is the same thing that Lisa's saying about the schools is the same thing about the trades. Mm-hmm. White folks is cheating to getting these trades. A lot of it is nepotism to getting these trades. Only the black ones are doing work.
Or they'll buy their union card out the back door.
Thank you. Only the black dudes. All the black dudes that's in the workers' union legitimately passed the test.
Yep. Pass the test. Yeah. You got to pass the test. Because what they were doing when I became a welder, they would pay welders to do their certs. Yeah, that's what they would do that.
Right, because I was at the sheet metal joint. My buddy gave me one. I was sitting here, I'm racking my brain studying the day before crackers, and they was like, we have the answers. I was like, what? The fuck you had answers? Oh, I know that guy right there that gave us the test. So, they know who they want in there. A lot of these motherfuckers, like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers is bosses' sons, and you know this to be true, True Roll. These motherfuckers get out on the site, they can have the highest scores and don't know shit when they get out there.
Yeah. So it's just more than a notion. It's just more than a notion. Somebody said, okay, they didn't cut it in school and stuff. And then you got to worry about a motherfucker blowing up the job, killing themselves, killing everybody on the job. And that shit get dangerous. Like when you start messing around with electrical stuff, they had a guy, he died the first day at work, didn't know nothing about electrical, blew off his whole arm. The arm was black.
Nah, this is the best shit in the world, Shiro. Mm-hmm. So me and my brother Delvin, right? We was electrician helpers out at this school called Dumfries, right? Dumfries High School in Virginia. And they was redoing all the electrician joints. So we running lines back into these big ass circuit breakers, into these big ass transformers, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta put the fishing line, you gotta put the tape, the fishing tape through to run the wires through, right?
Yes.
So he asked me to run the fishing tape and run the wire through one class to the oven, right? To the transformer. And the peckerwood was supposed to be on the ladder the whole time, watching. As soon as it come through the pipe, he was supposed to grab it and tell me stop. Because if I fish too much of the tape, you know that fishing tape is metal. If it touch anything in that transformer, tell the people what's gonna happen to Roy.
You're gonna blow up the whole damn job.
Right. So look, he supposed to be on the motherfucking ladder. I'm fishing it through. Now I know the wall is concrete and I know it make a turn. So I figure I'm gonna fish about 20 feet. This is 75-foot fishing tape. So I'm like at 10 feet and I'm like, do you see it? He like, no. Don't worry about it. Just keep pushing it through. My brother Dale on the floor, hold my ladder, and he like, I bet you that cracker standing there smoking cigarettes, I ain't even looking. I said, man, I ain't fishing it through. He said, bro, fuck that cracker. Fish that shit through. If he ain't looking, fuck him. I'm like, all right. So I keep fishing it through, right? I'm like, hey, man, are you sure this ain't it? He said, no. Then he go, oh, no, hold on. Something go, boom, 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 boom.
I like that shit.
This smoke and flame come through the pipe. I jumped the fuck off the ladder like, what? What the fuck? All the lights shut out, y'all. I'm like, whoa, shit, bruh. My brother busts out laughing and said, that stupid motherfucker, he wasn't on the ladder. So we go around the corner to see what happened, and everybody come running out. The foreman of the job, this white dude, Al, and all, we come running out the job. The whole transformer room is smoking. And this cracker come out, y'all, with his hair looking like Albert Einstein. Everything.
Oh, my God.
Lisa, motherfucker got flash burns around his eyes. Hey, he got flash burns around his eyes, y'all. It's raw. His hands got flat burns all on him because he grabbed the shit. And I'm looking, and part of me feels sorry, right? So my brother Dale go, what the fuck you looking like that for? I said, I just blew the cracker up. He said, nah. Cracker was standing there smoking cigarettes the whole time, didn't get on the ladder like he was supposed to, and by the time he grabbed it, he hit the motherfucking transformer. While my brother Dale hit that shit exactly on the head. They ended up firing him because he was on the ground, and they found out because they was like, he put 30 feet of fishing tape through there. Where the fuck were you? Because they found like 8 feet on the ground that was burned from when he blew up. So what happened, I didn't touch the metal when I came through the pipe. He was lucky, and it just fell in front of the electrical shit. When he went up to grab it, he shook it. That shit touched the motherfucking shit, and he blew himself up. Man, I laughed my ass off. That cracker electrocuted himself. And then got fired, y'all.
Wow.
I remember with the last job I worked on, one of the engineers went out on the job, and you got to put a tagline on your loads and stuff. So this guy was on a dumpster on one of those what do they call those JLGs? You know, those real extended forklifts. And what happened was when you have the rope, you got to kind of taunt it a little bit so you can see the rope. The rope wrapped up under the wheel. The guy, you never wrap nothing around your hands in construction. You want to be able to release everything. The dude wrapped the rope around his hands and it snatched off one of his fingers.
Damn.
Oh.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Man.
Yeah, snatched off his finger. Yeah, sure did.
I know that peckerwood we had got roasted. At least, hey, KD, Brenda, at least which I want to win the leg. Got roast peckerwood right here.
Just all you was trying to do was just throw away a big old dumpster of trash, and you lost your fucking finger. You don't wrap your hands around nothing.
Same way.
I don't want no deep fried cracker. That's okay.
Right. Hey, look, we was in Virginia, so he was Southern fried.
So it's more than a notion.
I can go get that from the store. I don't need it from a fucking human.
So I'm just letting you know they dumb even in the world of construction. Maybe they can go to the laborers union where they can go dig a ditch.
But hold up, Roy.
Maybe.
Don't forget this. Yes, they dumb, but they're normally your foreman. This dude was a mechanic, fucking electrician. He thought smoking Marlboros was more important than him getting smoked. He's sitting there smoking Marlboros, then he ended up smoking worse than the Marlboro. I never forget that shit, y'all. That motherfucker came out the I said, God damn.
You know what those dummies would do? They would take the acetylene and oxygen tank, put it in the Connex box, wouldn't shut it off completely, and it'd be seeping all night. Then a guy have a cigarette in his mouth in the morning, open the Connex box and blow up. That didn't happen on so many jobs. So many jobs, because all that gas and acetylene build up, and you just open it up. All of a sudden, you hear a boom, deader than a doornail. So people be thinking, okay, just send them to trade school and all of that. There's some dummies, and a lot of them don't go to trade school. There's a lot of nepotism in the world of construction, and those dudes is dumb. They're dumb. They real dumb. And who's assisting them 9 times out of 10? A bunch of Mexicans.
Wow. Yep, they do whatever they say. They do whatever they say. Fuck a whole job up. And then what they'll do, they'll find the 1 or 2, 3 black dudes that they got hired that's on another job and bring them off the job they on to go bail them out.
Wow. Yeah. It's always us cleaning up the aftermath of their mess.
Hey, look, I know that because that's been my father's life for 40-some fucking years. I've been hearing that every day he came home from work since I was like 8 years old. These whiteys out here don't know what the fuck they doing. I'm doing everything, and I ain't getting paid for it. Now my father, old ass man, and they giving them the money for it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people be thinking that shit out there is easy. They don't have a clue out there either. They dumb all the way around.
Nah.
Wow. But that's why I was saying they cheat their way through everything. And I've even been around the ones where they'll get the job and done lied about their experience.
Right.
How to do nothing.
Oh Lord.
And then instead of doing, if you're a black person and you luck out and lie and got a job, because let's be honest, I've done it. I've done it before. But guess what? I learned the whole job after that. I got there and learned everything there was to learn. So afterwards, they didn't even know. They was like, this motherfucker's good. No, motherfucker, I was making it up as I go along.
Yeah, you LVC, I did the same thing. I ended up becoming a foreman because I would watch the guys pour concrete all day. I'm a certified welder, and I know how to pour concrete with the best of them. They said, well, make her the foreman then and stuff. And we were pouring slabs, we were pouring walls and everything. I would just watch them every day. I figured it out. It ain't that damn hard. It really ain't.
And I tell you another thing. If you got a white person that do know something, black people, use that lazy motherfucker and learn everything.
Yeah, right.
I did.
That's true.
I did.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you the real shit. I had a lazy, on that same job I was just talking about. I'm trying to learn everything out there. I ain't know nothing about HVAC at first. This cracker taught me everything he knew because he didn't want to do no work. And just because he was like, oh, I got me a nigga that's willing to do the work. That's what he was thinking. No, you got a nigga who want to learn something real quick, and I know I'm going to end up having to do the work. So I might as well get the experience now. This Peckerwood, I mean, seriously, Peckerwood showed me how to load the Freon, read levels, change the code. He told me everything. I said, God damn, I know how to do this shit now.
Did you ever learn how to do any grading, LVZ? Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was working with one of the operator engineers, and they didn't send out another operator because we were laying out a plaza in Oakland, and he taught me how to, taught me how to do parking lots, how to just do all the grading, because you have to have that measuring stick and stuff. That stuff, I thought it was real hard, but when he taught me, that was some valuable stuff to learn. Really
you learn some shit. You learn a whole lot of shit. It's gotta be. Look, sometimes you gotta use the Peckerwood's laziness to help you advance. Sometimes it's sad, but it's true. And you never gonna ascend to the heights of them. That's what's so fucked up. No matter how much you do, you'll never ascend to. You'll never get to the point where you get to walk around and do nothing.
Well, you know what, LBZ? That's why I did a video a while back, and I said they got a plantation mentality. They all the top positions, and everybody else is down at the bottom. They run everything like the plantation.
Right. My motherfucker, my man Herndon Fortune. They called him Papa. These white dudes used to call him Papa. Papa did not like them white folks for shit, and he had finally got an all-black crew. It was like me and most of my family was his crew. Like my uncle, my cousin, my other cousin, me. We got some more cousins in, and it was us and two white boys with it. There was supposed to be A1 electrician mechanics. Now these motherfuckers, he had told me, he said, God damn, these motherfuckers supposed to have a higher grade than me, because they went to that stupid ass school. They don't know how to do shit. I got 1 and 2 year electrician helpers that's better than you. And he was talking about us. He was like, shit, that damn LeBron OJ better than y'all two motherfuckers, and y'all making $50 an hour. I said, they making. He said, I got 2 dudes making 15 that do more than 2 dudes making 50. You motherfuckers gonna get fired. I started laughing like shit.
All is good. That's some dangerous.
And that man, all them years that man worked for that company, y'all, all he could be was a sub for me.
Wow.
Sub for me. And they made excuses why he couldn't be a foreman. Meanwhile, let me tell you, when he worked with one company in the union. For people who don't know, do you know how hard it is to work for one company in the union? That's almost impossible. The union always passing you around.
Yeah, they asked me one time to put a resume together. I started laughing. I said, I can't remember all those jobs I worked on.
Thank you very much. You work in the union, you're going to work for 5-10 companies.
Yeah, you don't.
And then and you'll be right.
Or you'll rotate back to another company.
Right, you'll go back to them because they really like you. But if you black, they're going to lay you off when they ain't got that much work, send you to another company, send you to the union hall, and they'll send you to another company. So, look, Papa had been with this company his whole fucking career. So, the white dude that was the foreman, his name was Bruce Petzman. His father was a part owner of the company. Everywhere that Papa went, why was Bruce the foreman? So Papa said, yeah, since Bruce come in, I've been the foreman. I remember when he was just a regular electrician. Now the man of my boss. I said, Papa, don't never say that shit. He said, well, he is my boss. I said, no, he over top of you, but he don't never tell you what to do. He don't fire nobody out your crew unless you tell him to. He asks you. I said, all these other sub-foremen, he tell them what to do. He asks you every morning, all right, what you feel like doing today? I said, you his boss.
They was afraid to let him go. He was very dependable.
Yeah. and he could get young niggas to work.
Mm-hmm.
So his crew will always be finished. Like we was finished the fucking IRS building, and at that time it was the DC school building. We finished all that on K Street. We finished the electrician work 3 months ahead of time. We was just bullshitting the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, and I learned a lot from that brother, and I learned a lot about. I said, "Damn, Papa, you been here 50 something." That I said, "Well, you 58 at the time. He was 58." I said, "Papa, you been here 37 years, and you ain't in charge of a job. I ain't gonna never be a foreman." He bust out like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they anywhere they touch, they didn't cheated their way through it. Cheated their way through it. Because like I said before, some people think it's that easy in the world of construction. And you got to think, if you are in a building, the very building you're in, your house you're dwelling or whatever, you want to make sure that person know how to measure properly, level everything out properly, and everything. And it's a lot of them, they can barely read. They can't even read, like I said, a tape measure. Something as simple as that.
Measure properly.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let's think about it. You got a motherfucker that help build your bridge. I want him to be competent. I don't want no retard making my bridge, because 9 times out of 10, some retarded shit gonna happen.
Yep. And they didn't build the Bay Bridge right. You know that, huh? You know that, LVZ, don't you? This last one that I worked on, they fucked it up. I'm just telling y'all something I know. And they just stopped talking about it. They put the cables through, and when you're tightening the cables, you're supposed to tighten them in sequence. They tighten one cable at a time. And when you put that type of tons of pressure on it, you can't loosen it back up. They fucked it up. So I don't know how they rectified it. They just stopped talking about it.
I know this much. I don't want a stupid motherfucker building my house. I fall through the motherfucking bedroom and shit.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man. Let's think about
your house wrong and then you get electrocuted.
Right. You don't want no dumb motherfucker doing nothing. You don't want no dumb motherfucker flush your plumbing, fuck your plumbing up, you flush the toilet and shit come out your sink.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I had a friend said the shit came up out of their tub.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dumb motherfuckers put the pipes in a U and had it going the right way, or I ain't hit the stack.
Damn.
Yeah, you want a smart construction person. Anything in life, you know.
Let's keep it real. We want, yeah. So anything in life, we don't want no stupid, lazy motherfucker.
Wow.
You want a lazy motherfucker making your car?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Motherfucker wheels fall off and shit. Who want a lazy motherfucker changing their brakes, Lisa, Brandon? Right.
Oh no. And some people have an attitude because people work with their hands. It doesn't require any brains. All you got to do is do this and that. Well, I figure, well, then if that's all you got to do, then do it your damn self.
Yeah, that's the truth. Everybody got hands. How come you? But I don't never encounter that myself. You know why? Because most of the dudes, even big built dudes, who see what we do and be like, man, I can't fuck with y'all. Y'all been going all day. Y'all tired, and y'all still lifting this shit up, getting it in here. Some of this shit I couldn't even get through the door. I ain't think y'all was gonna get through. All that, yay. So eventually they learn. Look, it's a reason why certain people doing certain things, and to undermine anybody's profession is just assholish on you. Us as black people, we normally don't do. Hey, I respect the motherfuckers at the Chick-fil-A. Know why? Them nuggets be gooder than a motherfucker, man.
I ain't never had a Chick-fil-A nuggets. I didn't even know they sold nuggets.
Man, them nuggets be good as shit. And if you And look, and they cook them right. And I realized they could fuck those nuggets up. That tea be good as a motherfucker. Go to a white joint and get a half. You're going to get half water, half tea, half sweet tea, half lemonade, and it's going to be all fucked up. Going to the Chick-fil-A, that tea and that motherfucking lemonade be mixed perfect. It be good as shit.
It's a true saying, somebody can fuck up boiled water, huh?
Right. Motherfucker, look, he boiled the water. It don't even boil long.
You mean the same motherfuckers that came out the damn caves, had the bat in their fucking hand, but can't use their hand?
I don't know. I know this much, that I don't look down on nobody's profession. I need everybody, man. I don't need a dumb farmer. You know what I'm saying? You feeding the chickens doo-doo. That's not gonna help.
Yeah. You're right about that, LBZ.
No matter what it is, you're not supposed to look down on nobody's profession. You're not. We need everybody.
I think everybody that works construction is a manual labor, so they just work manually. They don't. It doesn't require any thinking. She's not physical at all.
Damn right. Shit, I respect the school shooter. Good job, Connor.
And as a matter of fact, it take a lot more smarts to do manual labor.
Yeah, but I respect everything, KD. I respect school shooters. Good job, Connor. Wait.
Make sure you do your job right. Oh my God.
Make sure you do your job, Connor. I'm sorry. I'm just bullshit. Y'all know I'm bullshitting with you.
I know. But we know one thing. This so-called president, he sure lead this country down the trough, ain't he?
Well, he's running it just like his business. He's running it. He's running it straight to hell.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Right. Mm-hmm. My man. Hey, man, I don't know. Did Bolton quit?
Yeah, and I'm all for his re-election, too. I want him to keep fucking it up.
Fired. And guess what? Today, they fired his staff. Okay. Today.
Because Bolton said, man, I ain't get fired. I told him I was resigning. He said, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
They fired him.
They fired. They said, you and your mustache, get the fuck out of here.
The first time he seen him, he didn't like him. He looked weird to him. That shit looked like a mop under his nose.
Yeah, hey, but John Bolton said the same shit. He said first time he seen Trump, he looked weird to him. Hey, look. If you put Trump hair on Bolton, or put Bolton mustache on Trump, you have a mess either way.
You know what? I thought I would never agree with Trump, but that's the first time I agreed with Trump. Bolton should have been fired long time ago. Hold
up. Nah, I'm not giving. Hold up.
No,
you know what? No.
Bolton shouldn't have been there in the first damn place.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. That's why I shut up. I knew what you were saying, baby. Look, don't give that motherfucker no credit for being stupid in the first place, then realizing it 8 months later. That's like giving a motherfucker credit. That's too wrong. Don't give that motherfucker credit for realizing 2 + 2 is 4 8 months later.
I know.
You're right, LBZ. You're right.
Yeah, it took him 8 months to figure out that he had enough toes on one foot to add up to 4.
That's funny, Brenda. Ooh, that's dumb.
He know none of that. Look, think about it. They was telling that motherfucker the whole time, why you hiring this motherfucker? He a warmonger. I saw him on TV. Huh? Okay, you hired Popeye's chicken lady. That bitch on TV all the time. Hey, honey, come get my 6 piece, honey. Oh, Lord. That That shit make me so mad. I don't know why I just went into that. Anytime I think about that bitch right there, the Popeyes bitch, why he hire her? She would have fried some chicken and flew it over to other countries and killed them with heart disease.
Lord.
Now, you guys over there across the pond, since Trump picked everybody from TV, you got any predictions who he might pick from TV to fill this vacancy?
Well, you know what I wanted to ask too? This nut wanted to have the Taliban come to Camp David.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit.
I said, ooh, Trump.
Well, they said Bolton was involved in that too.
Oh, he was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
in fact,
you know what? It's a goddamn shame. They can bring Taliban to Camp David, but they can't let Bahamian people come to
right,
their family.
Right.
That's bullshit.
That man was going to invite the Taliban. That's a gangster game.
They said over there.
He invited the gangsters of all gangsters.
But they were saying that he and Bolton got into it over that too.
Bolton was the one that probably told him, "You dumb motherfucker. I don't think that's what you want to do." They take him to Camp David.
Yeah. Of all places, right?
Of all places.
Of all places.
Yeah, and Trump would be sitting up giving up secrets and all kind of shit.
Oh boy, man, that jump's around here, man.
Lisa, was it 2 years ago that they stopped releasing any top secret information to Trump because he would just leak it all out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then what was it, last week, the week before? He had that photograph that he put out there.
Oh, I know.
You know.
I know. When Trump first got in office, I remember they had some little get together, and he was showing top secret documents on his cell phone to different diplomats.
Oh yeah, Mar-a-Lago. He was.
What is he doing? I said he is ghetto.
Yeah, Brazillo. You're right. Trump wanted to use nuclear missiles to stop the damn hurricane. Yeah.
Lord.
Man he don't have a shred of sense.
No, he sure don't.
Do you know I actually been on Camp David, y'all?
I have too, LVZ. Many years ago.
Yeah, it was some years ago. I went on, and the reason I'll never forget is because that's the first base I ever been on with no ID.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Them motherfuckers, I just so happened to have my social security card on me. And they looked up that and they found out I was prior military and all that. They was like, oh, he's good. And let me no bullshit. They found out everything.
Damn.
Camp David a beast. Them motherfuckers can find out if they want to really let you on, because the general, we was moving the general off of the joint, because people live on Camp David.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like people's assignment. Some people it's still military people that live on Camp David, and we moved some people off. And the general was like, nah, he got to be on, because he was on the whole job. And that was part of his condition. The people who started the job had to finish. So they was like, you got anything? I was like, I got my social. And they looked at it, ran my social, all of that shit. They had my whole shit. I said, damn.
Wow.
Yeah. They had my whole shit. So yeah, they was like, oh, he good.
So they got an area on Camp David where the public can go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still. Like I said, people live on it. It's just, it's in a secluded spot though, ain't it though, Lisa?
Yeah, it sure is.
We was driving up through there when we had left later on. I said, watch. I said, I'm nervous. Let's hurry up and get out of here for some crazy Marine jump out the woods shooting at us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how big is that camp?
Oh, it's big. It's a nice size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like every little military base, except it's just theirs. It's only certain white people that can be on it. Ain't no low. The only low rank people is the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, y'all. We gonna wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
This was fun. You know, when this topic came up, I was gonna milk this one dry.
I saw you said, look, I was laughing, right? Because look, I saw you send me the motherfucker invitation. And I said, oh yeah, I gotta go with Lisa later on. Now I said, damn, this is about cheating the test. While I was cheating the test. Only test black people cheat, urine test.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
I passed again with flying colors, y'all. I passed with flying colors again.
Yeah.
We got that shit to a science.
It's science.
It's so good you got your son to help you out on your open urine test. Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't have a pregnant girlfriend give you.
Well, I'm about to say, I ain't get it from a pregnant girlfriend, and I didn't get it from a Kenyan. I guess.
LBG gonna make sure his piss is clean.
Always. What you need? They said we need some clean piss. I said, I got you. Watch this. Clean this shit. They said we need some clean, warm piss. I got you. Clean and warm.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, he did not say that.
The kids, you got to get a baby thermometer. You got to have a baby thermometer.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that shit could be sold on the block on the low.
Between 90 and 100. I told you I'm trying to slang it. I said it on our last live. I'm going to sell me some clean piss. Be hustling that shit. Oh, look, all white sports players is going to be buying it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I feel like making myself like a little fake pill and just selling it to, white people. This is going to make you a star athlete for one day.
For one day.
Buying that up from me.
Nah, Lisa, you know why I'm selling it to white athletes? All of them on steroids. They need piss.
Yeah.
They compete with them brothers. Why you think they take a steroid? Look, if white folks didn't take steroids, baseball would basically be the Cuban national team versus the Puerto Rican team versus the Dominican team versus the black team. If white people didn't take steroids, the NFL would be 95% Negroes because all the punters would be white. So, yeah. So I'm going to be slanging that shit. Hey, bro, can I get some of that clean piss, guy? At least, somebody said Rocky 4. I'm about to say, yeah, I'm going to be selling it all the way over in Russia. They will be buying it. Their whole team, Olympic team, was on steroids. You know how much bank I get?
Oh, yeah. We're going to be selling that Scott Daddy piss. Some niggas be running everywhere.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, you need to set something up for the Olympics, Shit.
Mm-hmm. You can sell
And Scott Daddy do my commercial. He be like, hark, brethren, behold, that dark, wretched black beast, Levi has come up with this. I have a gift from you. from that wretched black beast to one LVC. Clean urine so you can enjoy your opioid and pass your piss test. Buy it now for $49.99 for 2.5 fluid ounces of clean urine. Fresh from the loins of a Negro child. Look.
And then advertise in Russia for Rocky Polkovich. Hawkies.
Yes. Hawk comrade.
It's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jay Walker, yeah. $49.99. Hawk for $49.99. You can have clean urine. $17.99 shipping and handling.
I'll make their ass put their ass on a membership. Fuck that.
I would look. They be called. Hey, bro, I need 5 bottles, man. I'm tripping right now. Gotta go to my PO.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all. We'll definitely come back together. I probably will do another hangout this weekend.
Okay.
Bet. Let's do it.
And we got the harvest moon this coming Friday. So every time we have one of these moons,
Hell yeah.
Something major gonna happen.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing, Queen. And something's gonna pop off. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Like it says, yeah.
The rest of my morning.
All right.
Enjoy your morning over there in the UK.
All right, much love.
I love you. Love you guys.
Peace. Love y'all. So y'all subscribe to Cool Hunter Reloaded if y'all did. Y'all know where to find me.
Yeah. Yes. All right, y'all.
Okay, love y'all. Love you.
Like y'all too.
Good night.
Night.